There's moms that feel really guilty right now.
The biggest idea. It could just be social media scrolling. And our purpose is not always just to be a parent. And you want to give them independence in a lot of ways so that they can survive and thrive on their own. That's what it takes to grow up into a whole human being.
It is our responsibility to be successful for our kids because you have a good handle on your time too. So you obviously have mastered the art of spending time in the right ways. I'm sure
Sure.
you're just an amazing organizer of time as well. So if you were to give our audience, especially the mothers out there that are kind of struggling, because look, the vast majority of the people watching right now, they're small business owners.
Yeah.
There's moms that feel really guilty right now that they're working, killing it in business, but they're struggling a little bit with the work time balance. And so number one, is that even a thing? And number two, maybe you could give us a couple, maybe one or two great ideas that you kind of figured out after having kids.
I think the biggest idea that everybody needs to grasp is if you're asking for work-life balance, you're usually taking outside opinion that should not be considered largely into account. So what I mean by that is it could just be social media scrolling. You could see a family having an amazing time doing something, and simply by watching that while not with your kids, think, am I doing enough for my kids? In all actuality, we become better people when we fulfill our purpose as much as we can. And our purpose is not always just to be a parent. It is usually just a feature of what's going on in this life. And I don't want that to sound arbitrary. It's so meaningful being a parent. But the more you put that your entire purpose is in parenting, the more you kind of are inclined to bring those kids up to rely entirely on you. And you want to give them independence in a lot of ways so that they can survive and thrive on their own. I find every time I'm not around my kids, as much as it breaks my heart, whether I'm working, whether I'm on a work trip, anything, I see them when I come back and they are better. Like there is a percentage to which they are better because I was not there, because they were not able to ask me to pull their pants up, because they were not able to ask me for another yogurt pouch, because they had to figure things out a little bit differently in the context of the environment they were in. And that's what it takes to grow up into a whole human being. So I don't believe in work life balance. I believe that when people ask for that, it's because they feel like they need permission from someone to feel okay about what they're doing. I feel very good about the work I do. And I only want to work on the work I'm doing when it's fulfilling me, means I'm a total stickler about my time, so that I can be fully immersed in my family when it's time for that and not feel bad at all that I'm not paying any attention to the business. That confidence takes practice, it takes years, it takes better management of your time and really understanding what that means. And I think it makes you a better parent because you're teaching them really good habits and that confidence that they're going to need themselves.
Do you think that sometimes those mothers or fathers too, because it happens to
Sure.
fathers as well, do you think that sometimes they use their kids as an excuse not to go work hard, not to go fulfill some sort of purpose? Maybe because they just haven't designed their life right, or because I personally see that. I see a lot of excuse making from parents, like, I have this and this and this and this. So they're never accomplishing anything for their own lives. And I believe that as parents, it is our responsibility to be successful for our kids because we're trying to show them, purpose and, some sort of mission is really what's going to bring us happiness. And if we are happy people, I think we become better parents. So again, the question is, do you think that sometimes parents use their kids as excuses not to go get shit done?
Yeah, absolutely. In it, plain and simple is this. I'm not going to do that because I have kids, right? And it's usually the way it comes out about anything. And you don't have to have a continued conversation with anyone, especially yourself when you say that, because it's the easiest way in your brain to go, right. I have kids. Don't have to worry about that anymore. I don't have to fight with myself internally about that anymore. No one's going to come for me if I say that. For the most part, people won't because it is the ultimate comeback. I won't be doing that because I have kids. I'm leaving because I have kids. I won't be attending, whatever the case. But what if the thing is actually meant to make you a better person, actually meant to make you a better role model? Something that my husband and I have found we need to say out loud more often because you can feel a little guilty. I leave very early in the morning to go to the gym, and he goes to the gym after work. And that's how we've found the balance to just like help with time a little bit.
Thank you for watching our short clips on Alonzo Academy. If you'd like to watch the next short clip, click here.